As Heroes gears up for another day of filming, it's Peter Petrelli who's at the heart of the action. Is he destined to be the hero to save the world?
From the very beginning, we knew that Peter's journey through the show was going to be sort of the spine of where we were going.
Peter's a hospice nurse, and he has this idea that he can fly. He confides in his brother, and it's the only person he trusts to tell this to, because he can't really walk around New York telling people he can fly.
I've been up here all night, thinking about this, thinking about my destiny. What you doing, Pete? It's my turn to be somebody now, Nathan! Come on, Peter, quit screwing around!
I think it's probably within a lot of people to want to fly. I've had a bunch of dreams around flying. It's awesome.
To pull off the spectacular and realistic look of these scenes, the actors must work closely with both the stunts and special effects departments.
Hey, Mark.
I'm very lucky with the cast that I have. Most of my actors are chomping at the bit to do their own stunts, and we get them in the wires and let them do a lot of it themselves.
How you feel? All right. Okay, let's get Adrian set.
Wind, please.
It's nice to mix up the drama that we are asked to play with the action that we are also asked to do.
When it comes down to it, you're hanging 40 feet in the air on a wire that's not comfortable.
The audience doesn't realize it, but these harnesses that they have to get into under their clothing, it goes right between their legs. It bunches up everything. Don't want to go into a whole lot of detail, but it's uncomfortable.
It pinches in the worst places. Don't try this at home. It's also really rewarding when you see it, because it's real.
It's difficult stuff to shoot. You're trying to emote and get something across, and you know, you're worried about all these different elements, focus and body positioning.
Actors are probably the greatest visual effect. If you don't believe them, pretty much going to stop right there. You're not going to believe anything else. You go with them, then it's easy to build upon. They become the foundation. We get rid of the wires, we get rid of the green screen, and it looks fantastic. I think it pulled off really well. I mean, basically we were able to achieve what we wanted, which was to give that energy, that panic, one brother trying to save the other.
With the mother at the helm and two contrasting brothers, the Petrelli family is an unpredictable mix of power, politics, and compassion.
I thought at the center of this story was this idea of these two brothers. The idea of one that was the sort of lost child, the one who is the dreamer, who can't seem to figure out what he wants to do with his life.
I need to stop living for other people. My whole life, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to be. I'm going to have a destiny of my own.
I promise you we will talk about this later, okay?
The other was the overachieving older brother, who was the golden boy of the family, in a family that had secrets to begin with.
There's something you need to know about your father's death. He committed suicide.
What?
He committed suicide.
It's alluded to that the Petrelli father was a powerful man. I have to say I was playing with the archetypes of kind of the Kennedy dynasty. The father was clearly involved in some slightly dubious activity that tainted the family, and then the son was going to wash that all away by running for office and becoming this big, powerful figure for people.
As many of you might have read, my brother Peter had an accident. But what I've kept from the press thus far is that Peter barely survived a suicide attempt.
I wanted one character who wasn't completely anonymous. Nobody's more public than a politician, and so I thought, well, wouldn't Wouldn't it be fun to have a character who was completely lived in the public eye with cameras and publicity and press, and he was having to suppress this idea of a true identity?
You flew.
I went.
You flew when you caught me.
You jumped, Peter.
It's a strained relationship between Peter and Nathan. You know, here you have these two brothers that raised together, family, their blood, but they have such different views on the world.
Ow!
They are a close family. They do care about one another. It just at times gets clouded as to what's for the family and what's self-serving.
What could you possibly need so bad that you had to steal it? Never mind, I don't want to know.
Socks.
Dad left you a fortune. What are you thinking? You know, it's been one ridiculous stunt after another with you for the last 6 months. Dad's gone. Just get over it.
The scenes that they do with their mother, you believe that they're a family because it's real. Listen, all families do not get along, and this one certainly does not get along.
Thanks a lot.
It's at times hilarious and cringeworthy to watch the interaction between this family who are so dysfunctional on so many levels that it's compulsive watching.